Welcome to a 15-minute enlivening practice. We're going to start today with something called the breath of joy, which I love and will shift your attitude in any given moment. Stand with your feet hip distance apart. We're going to take 3 sniffs of breath through the nose, and we're going to exhale out the mouth and make a sound. It looks like this. Okay? So let's do that together, several rounds, probably about 3 to 5, and then we'll move into a quick Vinyasa flow. Let's begin. 2 more. Last one. And come back up to stand. Take your arms up in the shape of a V for victory. Take your palms up towards the sky so that if perchance grace is raining down, you are ready and available to catch it. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Hook your thumbs over your head, hold your breath, suck your belly in, and exhale, release your arms. So nice. Come to stand at the top of your mat with your feet hip distance apart. And you can take the measure, it's one of your own feet or 2 fist distance between your arches. From here, dynamic chair pose. Inhale, take your arms up alongside of your ears. Exhale, bend your knees, come down through chair pose, and then keep your knees bent. Bring your belly to your thighs and release your hands next to your feet. Inhale, pass through chair, sit back in your chair, and then powerfully push all the way to stand. 2 more. Exhale. Draw your navel point back, sink back through your chair pose, release your hands next to your feet, and inhale, pass through chair and push all the way up to stand. 1 more time. Exhale, sink your hips. And inhale, lift, rise all the way back up to stand, and exhale and release your arms. Inhale, sweep your arms up alongside of your ears. Exhale, hinge from your hips, little bend in your knees, fold forward. Inhale, stretch your spine forward, take a nice halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to downward facing dog. Pause in downward facing dog and just walk your dog for a moment, pushing one heel to the floor and then the other. Just starting to open up the backs of your legs. Very good. And from here, inhale and come forward to a plank. And get really powerful here. Push the floor away harder than it's pushing you. Look forward. Fill up the space between your upper middle back. And then keep your toes curled under, but melt your pelvis towards the floor and open your chest. This we call floating upward facing dog. Look straight ahead. Push back through your heels. Open your heart. And then press back, downward facing dog. Let's do that a little quicker. Round and roll forward straight into upward facing dog with your toes curled under. And exhale, downward facing dog, maybe even with a little bend in the knees. 4 more times. Inhale, launch forward, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last 3. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last 2. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, down dog. 1 more time. Inhale, floating up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. And then step your feet to touch. And inhale, sweep your right leg back behind you, push through the ball of the foot, demi-pointing your foot, and then drag your right heel to your butt, lift up onto your left toes, and then coil in, draw your knee to your nose, round your back, and step your right foot all the way between your hands, and look forward in a low lunge. Drop to your back knee and press the baby toe side of your left foot down. Stay in the crease of that front hip, and then lift up into a low lunge. Hook your thumbs over your head. Push into the ball of your front foot and the baby toe side of your back foot, and really find height in your spine here, lifting up and off of yourself and opening up your chest. And then super slow, bring your hands back down to the floor and take it back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, roll forward into that floating up dog. If you're feeling frisky, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, floating up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Step your feet to touch once again, and inhale, sweep your left leg up back behind you. Drag your heel to your butt, and then start to coil in. Draw your knee to your nose, push the floor away powerfully, and step your left foot between your hands. Look forward in this low lunge, open up your chest, and then drop to your back knee. Press the baby toe side of your right foot down onto the ground, anchor into the ball of your front foot, and lift your chest. Hook the thumbs, wrap your armpits towards your heart, and lift up and back. Nice and powerful. And bring your hands to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, once again, sweep your right leg up high to the sky, pushing through the ball of your foot. Bend your heel towards your butt, scoop and roll, round in, and step your right foot between your hands. Drop to your back knee once again, baby toe side of your left foot pushing into the floor. Sweep your arms up, low lunge. This time, bring your fingertips back to the floor. Shift your hips back, coming onto your right heel. And then inhale, lengthen the front of your spine, and exhale, bow forward over your front leg. And find more length in the front of your spine, less concern about getting your head to your shin. Take a nice deep breath. So nice. And now walk your hands in a little bit. Plant your left fingertips for stability. Squeeze your glutes so you're nice and stable through your pelvis, and then curl your right arm up to the sky and twist. Open up. Broaden your collarbones. Take your right hand back down to the floor, rebend your right knee, and step back, downward facing dog. You may stay here, or if you wish, take the vinyasa with me, roll forward into floating up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, floating up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Step your feet to touch. Sweep your left leg up and back. Drag your heel to your butt. Scoop and roll round forward and step your left foot through. Once again, drop to your back knee and take your arms up. Low lunge. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Shift your hips back, coming onto your left heel. Squeeze all the muscles of your leg and fold forward over your left leg. Opening up the hamstrings. Very good. Come part way up, giving yourself a little more stability. Come up onto your right fingertips and then curl your left arm to the sky and twist around yourself. Broaden your collarbones, open your chest. And take your left fingertips back down to the floor. Walk your hands forward and step back, downward facing dog once again. Look forward at your hands, and this time just nice and casual, step your right foot through. Pin your left heel down and come up into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Make sure your right knee is pointing out over your second toe and your left toes are pointing slightly in. Anchor your navel point to the left and be super powerful here. Steady in the legs, receptive in your heart. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Hinge through the right side body. Bring your right hand to your shin or to the floor. Left arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Turn your chest. Open up. And then bend your right knee, bring your left hand to the floor, step back, down dog. Look forward at your hands and lunge your left foot. Pin your back heel down and circle your arms up, nice and powerful, Warrior Two. Look out over your left hand, anchor your navel point to the right. Inhale and straighten your left leg. And exhale, hinge through your left hip. Take your right arm to the sky. Triangle pose. Big side body stretch, opening for the left hamstring. And then bring your right hand back down to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands and step or jump all the way to a seat and bring your legs out in front of you. Grab onto the backs of your knees, lean back past your sitting bones, and lift your shins parallel to the floor. A little bit of activation for your core. You may stay here or extend the arms, and you may stay here or extend your legs. Navasana, boat pose, 3 breaths. Good, last big deep breath in. And exhale, rebend your knees, hook your elbows around your knees, and just gently rock yourself side to side. Extend your legs out in front of you. And bend your knees a little bit. Take your arms up alongside of your ears. Just a little reintegration. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, grab the balls of your feet. Inhale, pull back into a halfway lift. And exhale, fold down. Again, inhale, sit all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, grab your feet. Inhale, pull back. And exhale, fold down. Stay here 3 breaths. If you need a little more hamstring opening, you can wiggle your butt back. Lengthen the front of your spine and sit all the way up and come to just a cross-legged seat. Any time on our mat is better than no time on our mat. Bring your hands to your heart center, close your eyes, and just attune your hearing to your breathing and take a few rounds of steady breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath at the top, sip in a little more air. And exhale, open your mouth. And welcome yourself back. Thank you so much for taking this 15 minutes with me. I hope that your day is filled with so much joy.